Okay. Mm. Yeah. You want to go? You want to play? Sure. Let me let me see. Um. Yeah. You just go and grab their balls and pull them. Yeah. Squeeze. I'd rather just grab him by the dick and twist it. Get a whole dick twist. Whoa, why'd you start another one without me? Grab him by the. Yeah. Or are you a potato? Yeah, see, that's the real question. Are you a potato or a potato? That's the real. Those are the real questions. Yeah, I am. Ba-do-do-do-do.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Mm-hmm. We are Venom. Are you playing competitive? No, right?
What? Here, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, but you know, I'm probably gonna go 0-10.
Good.
Fuck it, we ball, bro.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Every time I see you, I think to myself, as long as Spider-Man is still around, everything will be all right.
What about Venom?
Put it that way.
As long as Venom's around, everything will be all right, right?
Yeah.
There
got
might be a
12 inches,
couple
so-
of there might be a couple of decapitated people, but
3,
they deserved it.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Intruders detected. Be fighting cosmic menaces all my life. It's just another day on the job. Back to full strength.
Holy shit. Yeah, alright, I'm hopping off Spider-Man. I'm chopped. Never mind. I'm gonna try one more time.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, hell no. I'm off this shit. Might even go penny. Holy.
See that? Sniper.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Dude, my cheeks just got clapped. Dude. This is just a beating.
Capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Bro,
But where?
Here, wait for us. Jesus Christ, dude.
alright, so maybe not magic either. Shit. Let me keep that.
We've almost got it.
Yeah. What are you good at? That's the question.
Nothing.
Oh,
Nothing, man.
all right.
My dearest Susan, if only you by the eye of Agamotto!
Ready to put on a show.
That up there is our problem. That one.
Holy shit.
Definitely been grinding. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's
Yeah.
Icy Van
No,
saying?
that's, yeah.
Do I
Oh.
need to go DPS? Do you need to heal? Like, what are you good at?
Who, me?
You! What is
Damn.
happening?
I think what's happening to the
am
whole
I
team.
am I the bottom frag right now?
Bro, I don't know what to do. I can't keep any of you healed enough.
Storm.
Do damage, y'all.
I mean, like, I can play anything.
Perhaps
I'm just fucking around.
have been brought together
Well,
here for a greater purpose.
do better. God.
Okay, nice.
Fuck around
I like
better,
those
okay?
encouraging
At least-
words.
at least
Do
try to
better.
get a win while you're at it.
Well, you know,
I mean,
sometimes
I understand
it
it's
works.
quick play, but come on now.
I'll try, man.
All this galactic gobbledygook.
Actually, pick me up. Beat me up. Never mind. Never mind, that's alright.
Oh my god, I need to get her.
Ow.
Missionary at
Holy shit, dude!
Damn it.
Fuck, bro.
Gained in the material plane.
What is happening?
Someone play Scarlet.
Not good stuff.
Apparently.
I am ready to put on a show.
Damn, bro. Why did he get the ult, bro? It's unfortunate.
I hate you, you stupid bitch.
I hate this game. Why do I play it?
I don't know. Why do I play it?
Shit's unbelievably mid. Joking, I love this game.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of me.
Bruh. Come here, bitch. Never mind, bro. I'm just getting like shitted on. The fuck? Oh.
It's all
Holy fuck, dude.
I don't even know what we need, bro. Maybe give you more healing?
we need damage.
Damage? Well, I ain't doing shit of that. Tell you what.
I mean, neither just scroll girl, so you good, you good.
I mean, I got 5k, bro.
I mean, I about have 5k myself, dude, so
Oh no.
you bad.
Dead.
My kingdom shall rise as swiftly as the seas.
Too dead. Alright, never mind, I'm cooking.
Leave them to Khonshu. Denizens of the deep. We must fight this like
I missed? You're kidding.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh my god. Yo, I swear she gets her ult every 5 seconds. The fuck is this?
Bro.
My battle has only just begun.
Hey, nobody shakes us out
Yeah.
of our tree. The area's almost
So,
Denizens of the deep.
They've almost got it.
By the eye of Agamotto! Lead them to Khonshu!
bro. We were right there too. That's unfortunate. GG's.
What is happening? It's pretty unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
How did he wind up with MVP, bro?
I don't know. I was
What?
acing as Venom and then I switched. I got an unlock on Venom.
Why? So what do I have to do? Uh-huh.
Cool.
Okay. I'm confused.
So, right. I had. Thanks.
Oh. Interest.
Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
Insignificant. Unlike other so-called heroes, we are not afraid.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Logan Sensei.
Just got the sticker.
That you teach exactly?
Yeah, mostly take the kids on field trips these days. Mountains, rooftops, the moon. My students get a 30-second head start before I go hunting. Last one
The
standing.
battle starts in 5,
Extra
4,
credit if they manage
3,
to beat me.
2, 1. I need to get this capture the mission area. Got it?
I don't think I could handle the pressure of the Dark Force.
Like a lamb.
A nice deep breath.
Good start for me jumping off the edge.
Capture the mission area.
Oh,
Oh, you were. I don't know
Missed.
how I wasn't hit you.
I'm gonna diff the fuck out of this Wolvie.
You can't get rid of us so easy.
Find cover and get ready to defend.
Diff!
We are undefeatable.
Maximum pulse!
I am ready to put on a show.
Keep swimming. Keep swimming.
Factor finally kicked in.
Glory's almost yours.
Oh my
Fuck.
god. So much damage.
You can't get
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Beautiful.
That's fucking crazy. They keep using their support ults to save a tank.
Whoever they are, their team's capture progress has passed the halfway. I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, I fucking missed him. Wow, dude.
I soon be unprotected.
Still got your fucking healer, bitch.
Maximum pulse!
Wow.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Family always comes first, even when it's Johnny.
No. No. Over here. Over here.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
I'm actually the strongest one there is.
Why is competitive so
Don't tell Hulk.
well? Why is this
Quick.
why is this quick play so competitive?
Right.
What the fuck?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Why?
That was my dad's.
Oh,
He died piloting.
look like we lost a connection too.
Oh, yep.
I don't want
So
to
we
have
did.
that revenge. I just want
Yeah.
to carry on his work.
No wonder. Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Battle starts in 5, 4,
4, 3, 2, 1.
all you need to do is capture the mission area.
All you need to do is capture it, guys. That's it. That's all we gotta do.
It's out.
Fuck, guys. We need a different tank.
Doors to capture now.
What am I doing? The damage and the healing.
Capture the mission area.
Get on. If you get on pool or onto the. I'll not if you're gonna die right there.
I couldn't even move, dude.
Mutants always
Yeah.
rise again.
are undefeatable!
What is happening? Ah. I am so confused.
What am I? Where is everybody?
Dead.
Yeah, but it didn't take that long to come back.
Why would anyone want order when they could enjoy chaos? I have many faces.
Whoa, lag.
Maximum pulse!
Fuck you.
Maximum pulse! I always come.
It's ours!
Too far away, Punisher, to heal.
I have many faces.
You'll want to protect your rear.
I outnumber you. Get in there. Battlefield ready again. You're quite welcome.
Mm-hmm.
The more the merrier.
We are undefeatable!
Are you?
Powers of might!
Please shake it up!
Thought you're undefeatable.
Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me. Maximum pulse!
I am ready to put on a show!
Who knew we just needed a Loki?
I outnumber you. I still need you.
You have to teach me how to play Loki. Damn it. Okay.
Oh. They double ulted.
I always come.
Bro girl is definitely putting in work now. I'm loving it. Ah, fuck.
They double ulted. I
Somebody
couldn't.
get on point!
The more the merrier.
I'm on.
Wait,
Oh.
you guys were on point.
Yeah.
What
no.
happened? I hate it here.
Well, started pushing pretty hard.
Do you
But-
see that though? Like, look what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I can't even blame Dylan because he just got here.
Yeah.
What?
Someti-
L here?
I just started playing as Venom, so I don't know how to play him really well. I still tanked hard with Venom. They're just DPS is better than ours. That's what it was.
Hold on, wait a second. That Punisher didn't do much either, though. Like,
No, their DPS was better than ours.
yeah, like, fucking suck
That's
a
what
dick,
happened.
bro. I was doing the damage and the healing. What do you want from me?
That's why I switched to Loki, which he does damage and healing.
I mean, but you also have like 3 different clones too, like on top of it.
Yeah, just they kept double ulting, and I can't help that.
I love playing with Loki. I
Yeah.
love it. It's the best.
Yeah.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the
You'll
moon.
play anything but Loki though for me. I get it. I understand.
I'm trying to learn how to play other characters.
No, don't do it. It's a trap. Stick with what you're good at.
It's just quick play. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, shit.
Even the astral realms are torn apart by the time stream entanglement.
Who better to put them back together than you?
I've been doing pretty damn well as Venom, so I don't know.
I mean, no, it's not your fault at all.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area. We don't look.
That's where I'm going.
I couldn't do anything with that.
They got a beacon back here. Oh, I pressed my shield thing. I don't know. I need to press it sooner, I guess.
Venom lives.
Climb the fucking wall, bitch. God damn this character. I think the web swing is the hardest part of playing this motherfucker.
Get in front of me, you dumb. Damn it.
I can't.
Get ready. Here come the bad guys.
Got your back.
Knocked his bitch ass out. This is my point. Fuck you, Hawkeye. Oh.
Couldn't do anything with that.
Too much damage. It's Hawkeye that keeps fucking getting me.
Oh, here, I got him for you.
He's like the anti-tank. If like he can spot you, he fucking does fuck ton of damage. Waiting for healing.
I'm sorry, okay?
That's why I came back.
Thank you.
That's why I came back.
Ready to keep
It's alright. Not your fault. I came all the way back and I was like, where the fuck is it?
Extra defense
Oh.
never hurts.
That Hawkeye, dude. He's on crack. Dude, the fuck? Much better.
Better stop that vehicle. There's still a chance to stop them.
Is there a chance?
My friends are here.
I guess I'm stuck doing the tank stuff. I'm the only tank.
Nothing's getting through now. We don't look ready. Hit a checkpoint.
Tremble before fast!
That's 3.
You can always count on me.
Woo!
They're right there.
Keep your iron fist coming through. Let's rumble. Veggies. You can always count on me.
Rest easy,
Just what the doctor ordered.
Benji's back, baby. Coming through.
Super far.
Yep. And I'm slow as balls. This character sucks.
Benji's here.
Tried. Oh, way too far ahead.
Just what the doctor ordered.
The thing ain't going. Coming through. Booyah.
Come here, Iron Man.
Benji's here.
Thank you.
Extra defense never hurts.
Better already. You can always count on me.
Never miss.
Whoops. Little too far. And I hit my shield and missed it. Do we still have an invisible? Yeah, we do.
The thing ain't going nowhere. Go.
On my way back. Whoever's in the back line want to come back a little bit so I can jump to him.
Pulse charge, fire.
No?
I tried.
There we go.
There are
It's alright. All the way. I got it. Oh boy. Oh boy, they bad.
Nothing can harm me now.
I can't help you over there. I'm trying to shield you, but I can't get you, Scarlet. They're pan. Get that. Yeah. Only tank. God damn. I'm pushing the kills. Well, I guess we had Scarlet. I kept trying to protect her, but damn. Probably should have tried Strange. I haven't tried him out yet. Like, thoroughly.
Such a good round.
That was fun.
Yes. Hi.
Finally, we got to win.
Huh?
Finally, we got to
Okay.
win.
Took some time. Hold on 1 second. Completed some things.
Yeah, my text to speech isn't working yet. I still gotta figure out where it's going wrong. Oh.
I need to get more damage. Take it. I need to do more damage.
That
Okay.
seems to be in there. I just don't hear anything.
What?
Text to speech. Setting it up for my my stream.
I'm gonna put it on competitive. You ready for it?
No.
No?
For
You wanna
what?
Switch back? I don't know. Felt like it. Fine.
I don't know. I guess I could try to climb up
Need a
again.
top-notch team to win this one.
Now, this is not competitive. It's just quick play.
Yeah.
Wind, cloud, and storm, hear my command.
They don't have another tank. Oh my god. Oh, they got one, sort of. What should I do?
Science. Hope isn't the only
Switch from that Moon Knight to a motherfucking Namor. I don't know. Moon Knight's pretty good though. But Namor's overpowered as fuck.
Who do we smash?
Smash. Who do we smash?
Wanna smash Doom?
Give
Whoa,
me a second,
it's
I'm
a
getting a
it's a little gay.
bar. Give me un momento, por favor.
He wants to smash Doom.
Honey.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, yes. I'm almost hungry right now. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. So. Oh my god, you're supposed to jump into my bubble, not out of my bubble.
Yeah, I told you their name more. Oh, yeah. Help! Help! Should I play Banner? Too hard, Hulk. Push too hard, buddy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I missed him. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, little bug.
Damn it. Oh my god.
I am ready to put on a show.
I don't think that's welcoming. Pulse charge, fire!
No smashing us now!
Against the world.
Call bigger monsters next time, big man!
Yeah, not a good idea to be in a hallway. Maximum pulse that shit. Oh, the shield didn't work? The shield didn't work. Damn. Yeah, amazing. Okay, it's time to play Just Banner. You guys ready for this?
No.
Make Loki mad. Stupid fish man called in his stupid threats.
Missed. Fuck.
Another unsuspecting foe.
Watch this spot.
Well,
Hammer shield!
Too late to it. Oh. Still acing, I guess. Woo!
Consider yourself.
Hulk smash.
Go again. I'm Air fist ready to fight.
I am ready to put on a show.
that's great.
Maximum pulse!
Yeah, it's like all the time.
Oh man. All right. We need a different tank.
Pulse charge,
mean, I'm still doing good, but let's see.
What the ever, bro? Such bullshit.
What? Here. I'll help push the point.
I outnumber you. Render me assistance.
Oops. And it almost takes longer for his shrines to go down for some reason. Yeah, those octopuses are fucking ridiculous. If somebody would have... Okay.
Maximum pulse!
I outnumber you.
Here come the bad guys.
Time to vanish.
Fuck, dude. Fuck you.
I am ready to put on a show.
Us against the world.
Your powers are mine.
Maximum pulse!
Oh my god. I fucking missed everything.
Maximum pulse!
Pulse ratings. What did I miss?
Not what I planned on doing.
The
This
more
way. There we go.
the
Push. Push. Where's he at?
Render me assistance to the tapping of a to fail. The more the merrier.
Maximum pulse!
Get in there. Time to vanish.
Jesus Christ, why is this so hard?
I outnumber you. For my friends. As it should be.
That helps.
The more the merrier.
Fuck you, Namor.
Fucking lows, bro.
Yeah, dude. I was trying. I started trying towards the end. I was like, alright. Let's push.
Really good.
And you want to go do comp?
Loki, though.
Huh? Ugh. I'm not bad. I'm not good with him, but I'm not bad. I damage too much usually. I don't heal enough. But sometimes like I use myself like as a shield and I'll shield everything and push the point like that. It works. The lantern shit is powerful as fuck. How much damage can the Hulk fucking take for the his deal that he has? The what is this shield thing? Because I shielded like everybody, but it didn't help Iron Man's fucking blast. And then I jumped in front of Iron Man's blast as the Hulk to stop it from killing everybody, but it didn't do shit. Yeah, indestructible guard. It just converts the damage into energy to protect. It doesn't really tell me how much. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, see what I mean about the lobbies and shit? I don't know. We're just losing. I don't know if I want to do competitive right now.
Or villain. I'm not judging.
I think it really depends on when people are on and when they're not.
Play Loki with me.
I guess.
Just
I
spread the
am
rip.
Loki,
Just play Loki.
god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
More the
Well, I-
merrier.
I did well as the Hulk for a while. I was. I aced the whole time.
I mean, you weren't the issue. We had no damage. Look at the graphs.
Yeah.
Punisher was at 6,000k,
Don't
and
lie to me.
the other one was
I
like
invented
close
every trick.
to that too.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. Logan sensei, what is it that you teach exactly?
Mostly take the kids on field trips.
I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of...
Let's get a 30-second head start before I go hunting. Last one standing.
Battle starts in 5, 4,
Kept switching because we don't need more than 2 healers.
1. All you need to do is capture the mission
It's okay.
area.
You're
Got
fine.
it?
You're good.
Sometimes
We have
these
many
are
different
really
aspects. She boosts healing. Let's go. You know? And does
The
damage and
more
puts
the
them to sleep.
merrier. Our foes draw near. Enemy assistance. Let's defeat the
Got a problem in the air.
When do we not?
Yeah. Walker, quit aiming for me, you little bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up.
I have many faces.
But you're so fuck upable.
My face.
Oh, I can help you. I tried. Yo, boy, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, you have so much health.
Co-op time. I
Oh,
have many faces.
she kicked me out of my fucking thing. Oh my god, I hate it here.
Rejuvenation.
Take me out of the game.
I have many faces.
Supernova!
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
I have an ult, I just haven't used it yet. I've been looking for you.
Another go. The more
I'd rather
the
use your
merrier.
ults. Actually, Storm's ult is pretty good.
Owie.
There's a health right there.
Ellie, I took it and I tried to jump and yeah, it didn't really work out the way I
Your
wanted.
powers are mine!
Oh my god. Is not working.
Well, I wasn't here.
I have many faces.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Bitch. I swear.
Thank me later.
Disappear!
I have many faces.
God damn healers. You aerial bullshit motherfuckers are hard to hit.
Us against the world!
Healing for my friends.
God of Thunder!
Greetings. What did I miss? The more the merrier.
Alright, listen, it's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. I'm trying.
Yeah, no, I
You're
was,
trying so hard.
I know, I was running around
Without
doing all kinds of
chaos,
shit.
Life
I don't really.
becomes a predictable I am Loki, god of mischief and the king of Asgard.
Should probably use one more tank other than
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Who are you calling? Some of my best friends are crooks and villains.
He died piloting it, and then I took over. I don't want to.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just got more dangerous.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I came all the way from Krakoa for this. Here come our next victim.
Armor patch here. I'm shipshape. Ready for a boost?
Mission area is ready now. As we start.
I just got more dangerous. You're welcome.
No.
This is real firepower. It's my favorite. You're welcome. Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
You're ready for action. This is a nice spot.
God, I'm so uncomfortable with my arm. The worst.
The Scarlet Witch awaits your call.
Wow, good power. I'll patch you up.
I was fine, but thank you.
Excuse me, story.
You're ahead of us. I'll patch you up.
I was fine, thank you.
Beholds the god of thunder!
Take a shield. This is real firepower. I'll patch you up. I got bullets. I win.
Here come the bad guys.
Rocket was pushing the point.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Why am I pushing the point though? Why am I pushing the point, guys?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Supernova!
Perfect. Hey, enemy in our sight.
See my head. I'll patch you up.
I was fine.
That's tasty. You're ready for action.
Mm-hmm.
You're ahead of us. I want your tail. I'll patch you up. I could eat for the day. Born again! This is real firepower! I could eat.
Fuck you. Asen.
You are under my spell.
Oh, I'm gonna get some.
Survive, survive just a little longer, motherfuckers.
I tried.
I'll patch you up. Bright like a star. I could eat for this. Someone scratch my back. You're ready for action.
How the fuck? I fucking zipped away with his rocket and I still got grabbed by that fucking Emma bitch. How does she grab from 4 feet away?
We guard the galaxy, sure. But sometimes
Like, I
we
pressed
take
it
stuff
before.
other people are guarding.
I feel like my latency's off or something. I don't know. Because even when I lanterned with Loki, I feel like it was
30
fucking
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
not going. It was not registering.
You have a problem with me, I should know.
Only the years of unnecessary pain and strife you caused my people.
Your Wanda Maximoff did. That blood is not on my hands.
And yet there you are.
I wish you'd go a little slower so I can go up the pole, like right around. I'm riding the pole. Riding the pole. I'm a stripper.
Nani, you expecting Peter Parker?
Raccoon the stripper. Rocket, raccoon. I mean, does Rocket sound like a stripper name? Sounds like a male stripper name.
The god of thunder!
Sorry, it's busy killing their Why is she out in the front out here? She's so weird. No. Not you, the
Callie.
I'll patch you up.
the
This is real firepower.
what's her name? Oh, the squirrel girl. She's always just sitting right in front of everything.
You're ready for action.
Cause she can, okay?
You can't. No, it's a bad idea.
Bruh. Is there anything to watch?
Yeah. Those guys are about to shoot at us. You're ready for action. Don't mind me.
Mission area.
I'm back. You're ready for action. I'm bright like a star.
I'll get you next time. I am much better now.
I'm gonna ult right here.
You're ready for action. This is real firepower. Team play. Someone snatch my This is a nice spot.
That's not a nice spot, but it'll do.
Behold the god of thunder!
How do you get out of his fucking thunder shit?
Behold the god of thunder!
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
Damn squirrels.
You're ready for action. Like a day at the spa.
Whoa.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. You've got a loss on them.
Armor patch here. Pay up. Supernova! Go down. That's fucking hurt. I'll patch you up.
God damn.
Things are gonna be different this time.
I have all when I get there.
You're welcome.
Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it.
Us against the world!
This is real firepower! My back. Right like a star!
Vulnerable than ever.
You ready, bud? My good deed for the day.
Systems restarting. Getting stronger already.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Why was it so hard?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I was saying. Competitive right now would not be a good idea.
What the fuck was that?
Uh-huh.
Holy fuck. What?
Who knows?
I don't understand why it was so difficult.
I don't either. I don't either. Well, I don't know. Probably
Yeah.
chill out on playing for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch something.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on this text to speech in my Discord stuff, or not Discord, but yeah, I can walk you through it if you need. Yeah. I'll be working from 5 to something. I'm not sure what time they let me go. Don't know. I just started the job. And 5 p.m. I'm in California, so I don't know what your time is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool, cool. Yeah. Yeah. See you later. Yeah, you can start streaming. Bye. See you later. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I wonder why this isn't popping up. Oh, that's what I'm questioning. Let me see. Oh yeah, I forgot to not gonna heat up the nozzle and bleed that plastic through. Yep, find this guy's picture that he wants.
Yes. Yes. Wow. She's like a potato. Oh, good. Cool.
Okay. I should at least be watching something if I'm online, huh?
Mark TTS. Testing on the live stream. And I hit the send button.
Testing on the live stream.
SpeakerBot will take that raw input of testing on the live stream and speak it. Something else you can do is add a variable to StreamerBot's action so that you can tell who says the message. What you need to do in order to do that is go to your send button. Take the action that we have it say is create hands or.
Okay, let me start this shit over.
We're going to create an action. I'm just going to call it TTS. Then we of voices in speak and we're
message
side and to reference Nutty's document or the StreamerBot document. To add a name here in this field, we're just going to call it default for now. We're going to click add. Now you should see it over here on the left hand side, and what you can do is choose a voice from the lower section here. I'm going to choose Microsoft David Desktop, and when we hit test speak, we should be able to hear the voice.
This is a test message.
There we go. So I'm going to add David. To the voices under default, and we're good to go there.
Diz easy teste mensagem.
This is a test message.
칩이다 테스트 메시지.
This is a test message.
Now, I will say there are a lot of voices in SpeakerBot. A lot of voices. You can get those by following the instructions in the documents to add those speech engines. Next, what we want to do is go into StreamerBot and go into our actions. We're going to create an action. I'm just going to call it TTS. Then we go to our...
Yeah, this is the one that I want. Okay.
Sub actions.
Go into StreamerBot actions.
We right click, we go down to SpeakerBot and speak. Now remember the voice alias we just created called default. We're going to put that in here. Default. And we're going to type a message in here. This is a test. Hello.
This is a test. Hello.
So you can create commands or actions, whatever you want to do based on events that says whatever you want in that message. What we're going to do is create a message from a command that a viewer types in. To do that, we
SpeakerBot. Speak. Daniela.
type in percentage raw input with a capital I.
Okay, percentage raw input.
And then click OK. The next thing we want to do is go to our commands.
Commands.
We're going to add a command, and you can have it say TTS or !say or whatever command you want in there. It doesn't matter. Make sure the location is start. For the action, we're going to select our TTS action that we just created, and then make sure that YouTube message is the source.
Hello?
Selected down here. And then click OK. Okay, so
Only part that I don't see is action. I don't have that.
click OK. Is the source.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't see. Okay.
Or selected down here. And then click OK. Okay, so now if we take our YouTube live chat here and we type our command, !TTS, testing on the live stream, and I hit the send button.
Testing
Doesn't
on
work.
the live stream.
SpeakerBot will take that raw input
Didn't work.
of testing on the live stream and speak it. Something
Does not work. Oh. That's why. It's not selected. Duh. Okay, that shouldn't be selected. The headphones should be selected. Still no.
else you can do is add a variable to StreamerBot's action so that you can tell who says the message. What you need to do in order to do that is go to your action, go into the sub action of the SpeakerBot speak, and in front of raw input, you type %user %space said, and then a space. Click OK. When we type in our command, TTS, hello, this is Haunter. And
All right, somewhere my shit went wrong.
So I know there's a lot of options out there for doing text-to-speech in your stream, but most of them are pretty basic. They pretty much just read out every time you get a sub or anytime someone donates to you. And most of them also have a pretty limited number of voices that you can use. But I think I found the best text-to-speech program because you can add text-to-speech to literally anything that happens in your stream. When you get a raid, when a hype train starts, whenever an ad starts running.
Hey sweetie, dinner is ready. Why don't you grab something to eat while ads are running?
That's right. And this program rolls together all of the major speech engines like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and more. And so you end up with a massive library of voices to choose from. It's called SpeakerBot. It's made by the same people that made StreamerBot, and I think it even existed before StreamerBot existed. And that's worth noting because not only is this program old as shit, it feels fucking old. The UI is horrible. I'm not even gonna try to defend it. But if you can stick to this tutorial, and dude, this is gonna be a rough tutorial. I'm warning you now. You will have access to hundreds and hundreds of voices that you can use for anything. Channel point rewards, raid alerts, you name it. And I'm gonna make it as easy as possible for you guys to follow. But before we start, I'm gonna commit content creator suicide and just tell you that during this process, you're going to need to put in your credit card details for some things. Now, you're not gonna have to pay for anything, but if you don't feel comfortable even putting your details in, then you can just tap out of this video. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a nice day, and sorry for wasting your time. But for everyone that's still here, enjoy the video. Never pay full price for Windows ever again using today's sponsor, VIP SCD Keys. You can get a Windows 10 Pro OEM license for as little as $16. Just pay using a secure payment method like PayPal. They'll send you over an activation key right to your email. Just pop that into your Windows settings, and that's it. Your Windows watermark is gone forever. I've got like 3 PCs in my setup. All of them are using keys from SCD Keys. They've been using it for years and they're still going strong. Plus, those keys can be upgraded to Windows 11 for free. Or if it's more convenient, they also have Windows 11 keys for like $22. Use code Nutty at checkout to get 25% off. Yeah, okay, thank you. So let's go and download SpeakerBot. So you can get SpeakerBot by going to speaker.bot. That's literally the website. You're also going to need StreamerBot, and if you've never heard of StreamerBot, then you can check out this video. But I'm pretty sure the past 3 videos have been about StreamerBot, so you must be new here. Thanks for clicking on my video instead of someone else's. Now, when you open up SpeakerBot for the first time, don't have a panic attack, okay? I told you the UI is a disaster. There's like a million tabs everywhere, but just pay attention to the settings tab, okay? I'll black out all the other tabs. Don't pay attention to any of those. In fact, you know what? Even within this settings tab, don't even pay attention to those tabs except for the speech engines tab and the voice aliases tab. Now, the speech engines tab is where you're gonna set up all the different text-to-speech services that it supports. And it supports a lot. You've got Google, you've got Microsoft Azure, you've got Amazon Poly, you've even got some obscure ones like UberDuck and TTS Monster. Those last 2 are gonna give you some funny AI voices for different celebrities and different content creators.
And no, love, it is such a funny thing. A mystery allure, gotta get to know you more. because I can feel a real connection.
And then the voice aliases tab is where you're gonna choose your different voices that you want to use and decide whether you're gonna use them for your donations and your channel point rewards or raid alerts or whatever you want to do. You can even have text to speech for every single chat message if you wanted to. We're gonna start with the speech engines tab. Now, I was gonna go through each of the different text to speech services and show you how to set them up individually, but then we'd be here for like an hour, and I don't want to do that. So instead, I'm gonna make a Google Doc that you guys can just read that will show you screenshot for screenshot wherever you need to click for every single service. Keep in mind, each of the speech engine services are going to ask you to put your credit card details at some point, and that's because technically they're paid services, but they have like a free tier for like the first like 4 million characters or something, and you guys realistically are never gonna go through that free allocation. Just to be clear, the speech engine for UberDuck and TTS Monster, which both do like the AI voices for celebrities and TV show characters, those you don't have to pay for, so you don't have to put your credit card details at all for these. Now, the free allocation that you get per month varies from each service.
So that's which one? Uber?
Monster and a free tier for like the first like 4 million characters or something, and you guys realistically are never gonna go through that free allocation. Just to be clear, the speech engine for UberDuck and TTS Monster, which both do like the AI voices for celebrities and TV show characters, those you don't have to pay for, so you don't have to put your credit card details at all for these. Now, the free allocation that you get per month varies from each service. For example, Google supports 4 million characters for free before you have to start paying, and then after that it's still pretty cheap. Amazon is the same, like 4 million characters per month. Some of them are 1 million characters per month. The point is, it's way more than you'd realistically ever use in a month. And if you're processing 1 million characters per month, you probably owe them. You should probably pay at that point. Anyway, so yeah, go and read that Google Doc. I haven't even made it yet, but I will. And it's gonna be a huge pain in the ass, but if you can set all that up, you only have to do it once. Everything from here on out gets way easier. We're gonna move over to the voice aliases tab. The idea here is we're gonna set up a bunch of, let's just call them personas. And these personas have a voice. So what you do is you create a persona and we give it a name. So we'll go with Steve. Then under where it says speak, you'll see a list of all of the different voices that Steve can have. And you'll notice that there's hundreds and hundreds of different voices because we set up like 4 different speech engines. Now you'll notice that a lot of these voices are listed as standard, and then there's others that are listed as WaveNet or Neural. The non-standard voices are usually the ones that are the higher quality AI powered voices that sound a lot better and more realistic.
Naughty, go to bed or else you'll be tired at church tomorrow. Naughty, go to bed or else you'll be tired at church tomorrow.
I don't know why Steve sounds like my mom. Just choose any of the voices that you like, and if you want to test it out, just type in a random phrase and click on test speak. Now, if you like that voice, you can just click add, and now Steve will have the voice that you've selected. Now, each persona can have more than one voice, and each time you run a text-to-speech command, it's just gonna choose a random voice from that list. So if you want Steve to sound British sometimes, but Filipino another time, I don't know why you'd want that, but I guess you can do that. But just go through, find some of the voices that you like, and once you've come up with a few different personas, then it's time to tie those voices to your stream. Now, this is where StreamerBot comes in. If you create a new action and go into the sub actions, you will see an option under SpeakerBot that says speak. For the message, you can just type in any phrase that you want to have processed through text to speech. Don't forget to put the name of the alias you put in SpeakerBot. And then you can test it with the test button.
Is Panda Express a panda or a railway vehicle?
Now, if you want that message to be read out every time someone gives you bits, just go over to the platforms tab, Twitch, Cheers, and set the cheer action to the action that you just made. Now we can modify this message too, so instead of just reading out the exact same message every time someone cheers, you can put in variables, which we talked about a few videos ago, where we can actually insert the name of the person that gave us bits as well as the amount of bits that they sent us. Remember, in StreamerBot, every variable is in percent symbols, so we would just set the message to %user %, just cheered, % bits %, and then bits at the end.
Is Panda Express a panda or a railway vehicle? Oh, and I guess Buana also donated 69 bits.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can go ahead and just start adding text-to-speech for anything you can think of. Go ahead and add text-to-speech whenever an ad starts playing, and you can have it announce how many seconds the ad runs for.
Buckle your seatbelts, gentlemen. We're about to watch 90 seconds of ads.
I think I'll leave it there. Obviously, that was just a really basic example of what you can set up text-to-speech for, but I'll leave it to you guys to get creative and go wild, okay? And then show me on Twitter, and if I like it, I'll retweet it and be like, wow, that's amazing. Cool. Guys, be honest with me. Was that too complicated? Because it's like 7 in the morning, and I feel like only like 5 people got any use out of that video. So I kind of need that like external validation from you guys commenting, so I feel good about myself, because I actually don't feel good at all. But anyway, thanks guys. That's a little bit of my insecurity coming out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Never
Yeah,
do
but
that ever again.
that didn't.
I'm guessing one of your streamer friends told you about a cool thing called StreamerBot, and then you were like, what the hell is that? And they were like, oh yeah, look up this dude Nutty on YouTube. He's got like hella videos in that. And then now you're here. What's up, homie? Put it there, man. If you've ever used one of those bots like Nightbot or Streamlabs where you type in a command and then it spits out a response, well, StreamerBot's like that, but on steroids. And I mean like the stuff that they used on the horses that one time in Germany. You can have it play sound effects, automatically change scenes in OBS for you, toggle filters and effects on your camera, post screenshots from your screen directly to your Discord, custom point systems, and you can automatically trigger those effects anytime you get a sub, anytime you get a raid, whenever somebody spends channel points. It's insanely powerful. And if you need any proof of how cool StreamerBot is, Pirate Software uses it. And that guy says all these cool stuff in YouTube shorts, and that means he's like trustworthy and stuff. Also, he's like on the website next to my name, and that's pretty cool. It's even got voice commands. So imagine being able to say, switch to just chatting, and OBS automatically changes scenes for you. I made this thing where whenever I ban someone on Twitch, it ejects them from my stream with their name and profile picture in a little Amogus dude. And all that is completely automated thanks to StreamerBot. Big news! I just launched a website for streamers. You can skip to this timestamp here if you want to know more about that. But for now, let me show you how to set up StreamerBot. Stop being cringe and paying full price for Windows with our sponsor, VIP SD Keys. You can get a Windows 11 license for as low as $21. Just use my code NUTTY at checkout to get them for 30% off. And if you want to get them for a little bit cheaper, you can get a Windows 10 key for $15, and those can be updated to Windows 11 completely for free. You can pay using a secure payment method like PayPal. They'll send you an activation code immediately, and then you can put that in your Windows settings, and you're good to go. Check out VIP STD Keys in the link down below. Okay, first things first, let's download StreamerBot. So head to the website. It's literally streamer.bot. That's actually the website. And just click download. You'll get a zip file, so just unzip that wherever you want. And inside of that folder, just launch streamer.bot.exe. Now you're gonna get absolutely solar flared when you open this, because this is light mode only, baby. I know this looks straight out of Windows 95, but trust me, it's easier than it looks. Let's get some initial setup out of the way. So first we're gonna connect your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head on over to platforms, Twitch, accounts, and just click on log in. You can read all this stuff if you want, press authorize, and then you're done. There's also a second login for a bot account. So you know how if you've used Nightbot before, when you type in a command, it always responds back as Nightbot.
Lord
With
Erebus.
this, you could have your own custom name. So you can just make
Trying
a
to figure out
second
some
Twitch
shit.
account with whatever name that you want to have for your bot. And then you just log in here with the
Trying
bot
to get
account. Not going to do that because
Text-to-speech
save some
set up.
time. For YouTube, just go over to the YouTube tab, go and click I agree into the accounts, and then select auto connect and sign in with Google. Make sure when you get to this step that you check the manage your
I was
YouTube
playing
account
Myrtles a second
checkbox.
ago.
You need to enable this. So a lot of people miss this out, so make sure you check this. And that's it, YouTube is done. We also need to connect OBS to StreamerBot so that StreamerBot can change scenes for you and turn sources on and off. And to do that, we need to turn on a thing called WebSockets. WebSockets is like, it's like a tunnel that allows OBS and StreamerBot, allows them to talk to each other. That's basically all it is. So in OBS, come up to Tools, WebSocket Server Settings. Make sure Enable WebSocket Server is on. And then also, if you have a password, click Show Connect Info and copy your password. I don't care if you know my password. What are you gonna do, hack me? Please don't do that. Then back in StreamerBot, head on over to Stream Apps, OBS, Add, and then you just put in your information there. So you just give it a name, whatever, just OBS, port, whatever the port is in your settings, and then password. Check auto connect and reconnect, and then press OK. And then also make sure to right click it and then click connect. And if you did it properly, it should say connected up here, and over on the right here, you'll check auto StreamerBot, head on over to Stream Apps.
Yeah, there we go.
OBS, add, and then you just put in your information there. So you just give it a name, whatever, just OBS, port, whatever the port is in your settings, and then password. Check auto connect and reconnect, and then press OK. And then also make sure to right click it and then click connect. And if you did,
There we go. I never did that. I never did that.
did it properly, it should say connected up here, and over on the right here, you'll see a bunch of sources that you have inside of OBS. If you don't see that there, either you messed up or I messed up. Either way, it's someone's fault, and I ain't the one in front of the computer, so I'm blaming you. Okay, fix it. Okay, you're on your own for this one. Now that the boring stuff's out of the way, we can finally start making some cool stuff. And the place where all that cool stuff happens is in the Actions tab. You can think of an action as just something that happens. And that could be you changing scenes in OBS. It could be your bot responding in Twitch chat. It could be playing a sound effect. All of those things are called actions. Here's how this works. Let's just say I want to make a chat command that posts my Twitter into Twitch chat. So I would just right click, add, and we call this Twitter. And then over here in the bottom right, where it says sub actions, this is where you define what that action does. So if we right click, we have a whole bunch of options. And since we want to make a chat command, we wanted to respond in Twitch chat. We want to come down to Twitch, chat, and then send message to channel. So if we click on this here, we can write what we want our message to be. And the message could be something like, follow me on Twitter, dude. It's called Twitter, don't call it X. And then just hit OK. That's it. That's your first action. Now we want to think, okay, we have a thing that we want to do. How do we want this thing to be triggered? Oh, that's where it says triggers. That's what that means. So if you right click, what we want this to do is we want it so that whenever we type in !Twitter in chat, it's going to post our Twitter. So go over to core, commands, and command triggered. So click on this and then click create command. Now I know this is scary. Okay, there's a lot of buttons here. you can ignore all this.
Buttons.
Just pay attention
He
to
said
this command
buttons.
here. So this box here will tell you what you need to type to get that Twitter message to appear in chat. So in our case, we want it to be !Twitter. And if we just press OK and OK here, you can see the triggers added here. So what is our action doing? It's posting a Twitch message. How do we want it to be triggered? Whenever someone types in !Twitter. Let's go over to chat. Thankfully, StreamerBot has its own chat window. If we click chat here, it's gonna bring up this.
Yeah, it's not working.
cool
Hold on, let me go back.
We can write and that and then and the message. That's it. Some see a bunch of sources that you have in command. Using a Twitch is they have a client built sub. Sure, why not? Press OK, and then let's remember when you get to this step, come up port whatever. So you just give it a name, whatever, just OBS port, whatever the port is in your settings, and then password bot so that StreamerBot can change scenes for you and turn sources on and off. And to do that, we need to turn on a thing called WebSockets. WebSockets is like, it's like a tunnel that allows OBS and StreamerBot, allows them to talk to each other. That's basically all it is. So in OBS, come up to Tools, WebSocket Server Settings, make sure Enable WebSocket Server is on. And then also, if you have a password, click Show Connect Info and copy your password. I don't care if you know my password. What are you gonna do? Hack me? Please don't do that. Then back in StreamerBot.
What are you gonna do? Hack me? Please don't do that. Copy. Let's delete this. Try another one. OBS. Yeah, it says OBS. Yeah, it keeps saying not connected, man.
Head on over to Stream Apps, OBS, Add, and then you just put in your information there. So you just give it a name, whatever, just OBS, port, whatever the port is in your settings, and then password. Check Auto Connect and Reconnect, and then press OK. And then also make sure to right click it and then click Connect. And if you did it properly, it should say connected up here, and over on the right here, you'll see a bunch of sources that you have inside of OBS. If you don't see that there, either you messed up or I messed up. Either way, it's someone's fault, and I ain't the one in front of the computer, so I'm blaming you. Okay, fix it. Okay, you're on your own for this one. Now that the boring stuff's out of the way, we can finally start making some cool stuff. And the place where all that cool stuff happens is in the Actions tab. You can think of an action as just something that happens, and that could be you changing scenes in OBS. It could be your bot responding in Twitch chat. It could be playing a sound effect. All of those things are called actions. Here's how this works. Let's just say I want to make a chat command that posts my Twitter into Twitch chat. So I would just right click, add, and we call this Twitter. And then over here in the bottom right, where it says sub actions, this is where you define what that action does. So if we right click, we have a whole bunch of options. And since we want to make a chat command, we want to respond in Twitch chat, we want to come down to Twitch, chat, and then send message to channel. So if we click on this here, we can write what we want our message to be. And the message could be something like, Follow me on Twitter, dude. It's called Twitter, don't call it X. And then just hit OK. That's it. That's your first action. Now we want to think, okay, we have a thing that we want to do. How do we want this thing to be triggered? Oh, that's where it says triggers. That's what that means. So if you right click, what we want this to do is we want it so that whenever we type in !Twitter in chat, it's gonna post our Twitter. So go over to core, commands, and command triggered. So clicking this and then click create command. Now I know this is scary. Okay, there's a lot of buttons here. You can ignore all this. Just pay attention to this commands here. So this box here will tell you what you need to type to get that Twitter message to appear in chat. So in our case, we want it to be !Twitter. And if we just press OK and OK here, you can see the triggers added here. So what is our action doing? It's posting a Twitch message. How do we want it to be triggered? Whenever someone types in !Twitter. Let's go over to chat. Thankfully, StreamerBot has its own chat window. If we click chat here, it's gonna bring up this cool multi-chat window which combines Twitch and YouTube messages. I'm not gonna get into this multi-chat tool because I already made a whole video just talking about this tool. But yeah, if you want to combine your Twitch and your YouTube messages, they have a client built right inside of StreamerBot that does just that. But here we can test out to see if that command works. So if we just type in !Twitter and press OK, there we go. Our first command works. And if you're not convinced that this is actually posting to real Twitch chat, let me just open up my chat page. You can see the command right there. You can see the Twitter thing. I just pointed with my finger as if you could see where I'm pointing to, but you know what I'm talking about. But you can add as many triggers and sub actions to this action as you want. So for example, we can add more triggers. Let's just say we want to trigger this Twitter command with a hotkey. Instead of a chat command, we want to trigger it every time we press a hotkey. Well, we would right click and then we just choose a trigger. We'll select core, system. No, that's not where it is. Hotkeys, hotkey press, and then same thing. We'll create a hotkey, and maybe we'll say every time we press Control Shift 5. Sure, why not? Press OK, and then let's come back to chat here, and I press Control Shift 5, and every time I press that, it'll post that to Twitch chat. And there's triggers for all sorts of things. If you want this chat command to be triggered every like 30 seconds or something, you can just right click, core, timed actions, create timer, and then we can say I want this to run every 5 minutes, or in my case every 5 seconds. Press OK, and then now every 5 seconds it's gonna post in chat our Twitter link. We don't need that every 5 seconds, so I'm going to
What? Each time I take you outside, you ain't doing nothing.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming and sitting down because today we're gonna talk about Walmart. Walmart is like the Wild West of supermarkets because it can sometimes feel like a lawless country, not just for the customers, but for the employees as well. 1 minute you're restocking canned beans, and the next you're in a hostage situation on a Monday morning. This is why Walmart is so fast.
Okay, I gotta take the dog outside. I'll be right back.
Fascinating. It seems to bring out the worst in people of all ages. It has a similar reputation to probably Waffle House, but instead of people getting in fights, it's mentally unwell people taking shits on floors, pissing in corners, and just, I don't know, actually just getting in fights as well. That's pretty normal too. So today, I thought we explored the insane stories to come out of Walmart stores across the country. But first, the question at hand is, Hunter, why is Walmart so chaotic? Walmart is known for having a high rate of police calls, with some stores reporting multiple emergency 911 calls being made daily. Not just every once in a while, daily. Multiple. But according to Officer Daryl Ross, an officer in Tulsa, they were called into a Walmart 5,000 times within 5 years. 1,000 calls a year. Yes. But only 300 times to Target department stores nearby. 5,300. Bit odd.
Poverty will do that.
It's not just the poor going to Walmart, it's just the poor. The crimes can range from shoplifting to physical violence and even attempted shootings, which is just fun. And the average Walmart is like a massive warehouse, so it requires tons of security on staff to make sure that everything is being covered at all times, aka an 88-year-old man at the front door that looks at your receipt like this. Okay, you're good. Thank you. That's it. That's the security.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
That's true. That old man gets up and he's like, I'm gonna break your legs.
He's probably packing heat.
I got a gun. You see Gran Torino? Get off my lawn. It wasn't always as bad as it is now, and many attribute the increased crime rates to Walmart's aggressive cost-cutting policies that slowly degraded the store's quality and greatly reduced the staff. It's also the case that Walmarts tend to be located in impoverished, struggling communities that may already have higher rates of crime. Regardless, there is a seemingly endless amount of stories about absurd crimes being carried out inside of Walmarts. These crimes can range from simple robberies to people straight up planting makeshift bombs in the store. You like bombs? We got them! So let's talk about one of them now, starting with the 2023 Sparta Walmart fire. Let me tell you a tale. You feel like a little true crime thing here. 17-year-old Emma Smith had set a fire at her local Walmart, causing over $7 million in damages. Security footage shows Smith entering the Walmart for the purpose of purchasing oatmeal and mayonnaise. Classic combo, O&M. And out of nowhere, she had decided to pull out her lighter and light a fake plant ablaze. All of a sudden, she was like, burn, and just lit up this fake plant. Who knows why? I don't know.
She literally said it's because she just got a compulsion, a random urge.
That's an autism thing for sure. She's like flicking it probably in her pocket. It burns my legs. It burns my legs in my pocket. According to her, she was going to reach into her phone to call her mother when she felt the lighter instead. So she gave in to her random impulse of lighting this random fake house plant on fire. Feels kind of weird. I was gonna call my mom, but I felt my lighter instead. Okay. She didn't think the fire would spiral out of control as fast as it did. It was later noted that she had not been taking her medications that day, which likely altered her decision-making skills. She's like, I didn't take my Tylenol. What does that have to do with anything? I get bad headaches. And on the way out, she decided to take a brief video of the fire where she acted shocked and instructed people to evacuate. Oh my God, get out of here!
Everyone move from the area! Everyone move from the area!
She received 3 felony charges for arson after pleading guilty and was sentenced to 60 days in jail, 4 years of probation, and $8.6 million in restitution. Now, Nick, I'm not a gambling man, but do you think the 17-year-old autistic lighter-obsessed Human Torch has $8.6 million to pay back?
Better start investing in crypto.
She's like, I better get a job at AutoZone. And not all Walmart crimes are as damaging as this one, but we could talk about the cowman who stole 26 gallons of milk. In 2011, 18-year-old Jonathan Payton crawled into a Walmart on all fours, dressed in a cow costume. He began stealing milk cartons, loading 26 of them into a shopping cart, and he left Walmart only to start giving the milk away to customers outside of the store. He was eventually stopped by police and attempted to flee the scene by skipping away from them. He literally skipped away in a cow outfit. But eventually, he was given a court summons for $96 theft and released soon after. Like, it's not even $100. Would you even take him to court? Just give us back the milk.
It's the message.
You can't show up to Walmart in a goddamn cow outfit and think you can just get away with whatever you want.
Is modern day Robin Hood.
Well, I was gonna say, do you think the locals are like, we love you, cowman?
Robin Moo.
Robin Moo. We're on fire today with the imagination here. There's no footage of the crime taking place and no proof that this was for some sort of prank video, making his actions even more strange. You kind of want someone to come out of the woodworks and be like, yeah, it's a high school prank, but no. I think my was just bored on a Tuesday. And you may think Walmart crimes are only being done by customers, but no. Even employees have been caught in some of the most bizarre scenarios, like the Walmart male prostitute.
This guy kind of looks like me.
This does kind of look like you. Look at him. He kind of looks like a male prostitute. I suck for money. You joke around, you might say those things, but you know, coming to the realization where you're like, I'm transactionally sucking for cash. That's got to be a bitter pill to swallow, huh? Managers from a Walmart in Queensbury, New York, received a strange anonymous complaint from a customer. It stated that there was a man performing sex acts inside of the store.
This is a test
It's gotta be the
message.
dressing room. Meet me in there.
This is a test message.
They reported the tip to state troopers, who began an undercover investigation to find the culprit. It was discovered that a 22-year-old man working at the Walmart named Foster Bills was using Craigslist ads to advertise his services. This wasn't the first time, as he was also caught doing this previously at a local library. The Craigslist Casual Encounters ad read as follows. Title, Quickie and Crandall? Male for male, 22, restroom. Young guy looking for a little spending money. Love that. I'll suck. I gotta have some quick cash. I want to buy myself a new suit. I'm at Crandall Library for a little bit, so hit me up ASAP. Head to the restroom, wait for your pants down, and bend over toilet. No waiting, no names, no risk. Just be clean and D-free. Bring condoms if you like, not necessary. I do have lube. Higher gratuity, head of the line. I just want to say, out of all the things that could have been, that is a straight shooting post. Yeah. You kind of have to have some respect for it, right? Listen, I'm gonna be bent over a toilet. You just do what you gotta do. They call me the slop trough. That's where all the piggies come to feed. Charlotte's Web. Not in the library. The undercover investigator met with Bills and exchanged money for his services, after which the man was arrested and charged with misdemeanor prostitution count. Misdemeanor. So he's like bent over, his like gaped open, his prolapse, red cabbage is coming out and doing this to him. And the guy's just like, here's a misdemeanor.
What if Walmart tried to hire him?
What department would a guy who...
Customer service.
Tire salesman.
Yeah. You're mad?
So you're mad about the tire prices. Well, how about you take me to the bathroom and work me silly? I want to speak to your manager. You are looking at him. The other guy's like upstairs. He's like, he's the best goddamn employee we have. Customers always leave happy.
Today's video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever wondered how many scammers get your phone number? Or why your inbox is flooded with spam? It's because data brokers are selling your data without your consent. Lately, I've been dealing with people leaking my information, and that's why I recommended everyone get Aura. Aura is your all-in-one digital security. Aura works hard to remove your personal info from these sites to protect your privacy. Get alerts when your personal information is found on the dark web, plus real-time fraud alerts on your credit and banking details. Aura also provides you with a secure VPN, antivirus software, and a password manager to keep things in the right hands. In the event of a breach, Aura includes $5 million in identity theft insurance protection. The safety of me and my family is of the utmost important, and that's why I use Aura. With one app, we're protected from all sides. Try Aura for free for 14 days at aura.com/papameat and see for yourself where your data is being exposed and sold. Thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video, and back to the video.
Now let's talk about one of the dumbest people to ever commit a crime in Walmart. The man who shoplifted during annual Shop with a Cop event.
What kind of event is that?
Shop with a Cop, how threatening. I was just getting Oreos. I'll walk with you. Doesn't that seem creepy? A Walmart store in Virginia hosts an annual Shop with a Cop event where struggling families are accompanied by local law enforcement to shop for gifts for the holidays. That's nice.
They can't take too much. That's what the cops are for.
All right, put in the car. Just stop! Please stop resisting! So I'm guessing the cops are more so being like, I'll pay for your groceries. So it's like the local community coming together, whatever. During this event, 32-year-old Hector Velasquez walked into the store, saw 50 police officers and sheriff deputies, and still attempted to steal around $1,400 in merchandise, which has to be 30% of the store. I mean, honestly, a guy earlier stole, I don't know, how much, like 30 gallons of milk, and that was under $100. Velasquez is like, I want the whole thing. Hector wanted it all. He was caught on security cams, and suddenly various officers started getting calls about a robbery occurring right next to them. Everyone started searching the store and found Velasquez trying to sneak out of the back of the building. He was arrested, and the officers revealed to reporters that up to 40 patrol cars were parked next to Velasquez's car. They were shocked that he believed he could get away with the crime, which honestly, I wonder if he's just like doing the crimes in plain sight. No one would expect a guy to go to Shop with a Cop and steal.
Or maybe he's trying to get like an achievement.
What if he was looking for bills? And not all Walmart crimes are this blatant. Some can be more secretive, like the Walmart sewer meth lab. Awesome. I don't know, but it's awesome. During a routine patrol, officers in Amherst, New York spotted suspicious activity under the parking lot of a Walmart near a tall culvert. After going through a parking lot manhole, officers found a hidden meth lab taking place under the store. Men dressed in hazmat suit entered and began pulling out meth-making supplies and bottles filled with liquid meth. This isn't the first time meth lab was discovered at a Walmart. Around the same time in Indiana, a Walmart employee discovered a hidden backpack inside of the restroom that contained a working mobile meth lab inside. And supposedly, it was left there so that it could be retrieved as the meth was finished being made, to avoid having explosive chemicals sitting in their home. We'll just leave it at the Walmart. For both of those situations, no culprit was ever found. I love that the people who are making meth are totally scot-free. If you want to start a meth lab, consider Walmart. Some of these crimes can escalate into full-on nightmares, like the machete man who attempted a kidnapping at a Walmart. In all these pictures, they just scream Walmart shoppers, don't they?
He looks pretty upset.
A man wielding a machete trying to kidnap someone might have some motives to be upset, I would assume. 33-year-old Billy Boudier Herrera had approached a woman and her 2-year-old child at a Louisiana Walmart. He told her that he would kill her child if she didn't follow his instructions. He attempted to take the child out of the cart, but failed. Her legs, she's like, your daughter's got fat thighs, you know that. Also, just want to say, those are a nightmare, aren't they? When you put your legs through as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
That.
You got some chubby legs, get stuck.
The woman takes her son and starts to walk away, but Billy blocks her from leaving and brandishes a machete. What a casual thing. Come on. Let's go, Billy. He's like, sorry, mister. Walks off. He's like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna let you leave. The woman was able to alert employees who began chasing after him as he swung his machete to hold them back. And at one point, the man attempted to grab another child from a nearby mother who was immediately tackled by employees and an off-cop duty. He was arrested, and it was revealed that the man had multiple weapons on his person, including a plastic shiv with razor blades taped all around it. Billy was charged with second-degree kidnapping, illegal carrying of weapons, disturbing the peace, thank God, aggravated assault, and an immigration detainer. It reads like human trafficking. Velasquez, it feels like, I'm gonna take the child and human traffic it. How does one get into the human trafficking business? How is it that one day you're just going to sell somebody?
Someone puts a gun to your head and say, I'm gonna kill you and your family if
unless you do this, unless you help me sell this other kid down the road. And all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I'm a great salesman. And then you're like, this is actually my calling. Maybe that's how it goes. If you thought that was the most bizarre story relating to a Walmart crime, you probably haven't heard of the Walmart exorcism. Jose Ferris and his son Victor Ferris were involved in the exorcism of their own mother in Stockton, California. Jose and his wife had struggled in their marriage, living separately after getting divorced 1 year prior. She would periodically visit to spend time with the two of them. According to Jose and Victor, she had been acting incredibly strange recently, to the point where they believed she was possessed by a demon. They agreed to meet her at Walmart to attempt making the marriage work after repeated disputes. Jose drove to her new place to pick her up. Beforehand, he had taken a detour to pick up two priests that he had spoken to prior. When his wife entered the car, they began a full-on exorcism. They proceeded with the sacred ritual and, at one point, doused her with sacred oil. Reportedly, her roommates at the time alerted the police, who came down to the parking lot and arrested the two men. Both Jose and Victor were held in jail for suspicion of kidnapping, conspiracy, and to commit a crime of false imprisonment. The woman was not hurt, and the priest did not face any charges for their participation. I mean, he was just doing what the good Lord was trying to make him do. So they were supposed to meet at Walmart, but they just... this wasn't at Walmart.
This was
was
a test
Walmart
message.
adjacent.
We'll just say it was in Walmart. It was in a Walmart.
They took her inside and did the exorcism in the bathroom with Billy.
Yeah, Billy's just like... He's the priest. He's like, this woman is unclean. And we're starting to delve into the weirder side of Walmart antics, right? Some of these stories are hard to even explain, like the naked sock stealer. A 32-year-old, 300-pound man named Verdon Lamont Taylor was arrested by police after being found naked at a Walmart in Pennsylvania. Surveillance footage shows the man undressing himself in the parking lot before entering the store. Employees began fleeing the area and calling police, who arrived on the scene soon after. It appears that the man had stolen a pair of socks and put them on while he was naked. Feet must have gotten cold on that tile. Cold tile. Cold tile. Authorities tried to control the situation, but Taylor refused to comply. The man was tased and arrested, during which time he spat directly in an officer's face. He was charged with various things, namely indecent exposure and retail theft. Gotta get them socks in.
Do you think he was high or something? Mentally disturbed?
I think that a vast majority of Walmart shoppers smoke meth. That seems like very meth activity, or like bath salts. Getting naked and being like, and then only grabbing socks. And like stepping around like a giant baby. Maybe you wanted to go to the Subway in the Walmart.
Have you ever seen anyone naked in a Walmart?
I have seen someone be tased in a Walmart, though.
What for?
I think he was trying to rob something. Tell you too, when you see somebody get tased, they really do just like their whole body contracts, whatever, so they just go stiff. And they drop down.
Not when you're in the highway and you get run over.
That's true. No, that happens then too. Dude, actually, that video of the guy getting tased in the highway and he just does and falls on the ground and then a car just runs over him. It's a haunting video, by the way. On the topic of socks, let's get weirder and talk about the North Carolina toe sucker. Michael Brown claimed he was a podiatrist student while he was speaking to a woman named Erica Poros at his local Walmart. Reportedly, he had convinced her to try several pairs of shoes, claiming he was studying reflexology and needed it for research. While she did so, Brown started complimenting her feet. Then, according to the police report, quote, at one point, the suspect took the victim's foot, put it into his mouth, and sucked the victim's toes. If I was already going along with that, I feel like I'd be like, is this part of the research?
Is this the reflexology?
Yeah, exactly. Is this reflexology? Because it's awesome. He told her that he would pay for her groceries if she agreed not to tell anyone. She went to the authorities and the man was soon arrested. And apparently, he was already listed as a registered sex offender. Further investigation led to multiple unconfirmed stories coming from multiple women that were very similar. Some women recalled him explaining that he was doing a survey on a test of people of different races and nationalities. And one woman, Rebecca McBride, stated, quote, he went on to tell me that he was studying reflexology and he noticed my feet and how nice they were. He started examining my feet, taking pictures and videos of my feet until he started to sweat and shake, and it was his cue to go. I gotta get out of here. Your feet are amazing. He was held on bond for $50,000. Speaking of feet, we did have a feet-related video that got nuked into the Earth's crust on this channel. And if you want to watch extra bonus content like the feet video or ranking death sticks, be sure to check out the Patreon where you have access to more content. Now, across social media, you can find countless insane stories from employees of Walmart venting about their time working for them. Let's take a look at how bad things can get at the job. My mom was a manager at Walmart. She told me about this woman who was trying to steal a prepaid phone. When she got caught by security, she used a knife she was attempting to open the plastic packaging with to cut the security dude after cutting herself. She then went on to scream at them and say she has AIDS, and now he's going to have it for trying to stop her. Wouldn't that be nice?
That's a little scare tactic.
You have AIDS now! if someone with AIDS threw their blood on me, I would be livid.
I was gonna say, I think it was 6th grade. I spat on a kid one time, and he thought I had hepatitis C.
What grade was this where you could even comprehend Hep C?
We just learned about it.
Oh.
Yeah, the teacher's like, don't
spit on somebody that might have Hep C. The teacher's face is like just riddled with, she has like sores and shit.
I hawked a fat loogie on the kid's face.
Wow, that's rude.
Oh, I thought he spat on me, so I chased him around. Couldn't grab him, so I just went.
He did that little Jurassic Park dinosaur meme. And then anyways, another post says, a woman comes in with some panties and said that they didn't fit and she wanted to return them for cash because she had already bought the correct size elsewhere. She had a receipt and plopped a Walmart bag down on the counter. Inside the bag were 6 crusty crotch shit-stained panties that were biohazard from 6 feet away. Needless to say, I did not touch them. I paged the manager on duty and he tells me to just take them back despite being very nasty. Processed the return and she happily left the store with her $8. Which I will say, I think at Walmart you can bring back anything and they'll just be like, okay. It's pretty weird. Life hack, buy whatever you want and just return it later. Another post said, had a woman in her mid-40s decide to barricade herself in her family restroom so she could huff some air duster she stole from the electronics department. We called the police and they had to break the door in to get her. Thank God they did, because she almost OD'd on the air duster.
Do you think Bill was there?
Anytime that there's a Walmart bathroom, Bill is there. Don't worry. Bill is always there. He's inside of all of us, or we're always inside of him. Walmart has been criticized a lot for the way that they have treated their employees as well, with people often agreeing that they have a horrible corporate culture. Some people who have worked at their locations for years talk about how it is the most depressing job they've ever had, and employees are overworked, unrewarded, and undermined at all times. And one of the most viral and despised aspects of the company culture is the implementation of the infamous Walmart cheer. According to the Walmart training manual, the original founder of Walmart, Sam Walton, started a Walmart cheer in 1975. He was inspired after seeing workers of a tennis ball factory in Korea gather every morning to perform an enthusiastic cheer, which is so funny to think Sam Walton is just over in Korea. He's like, look at that. Look how fun they're having. We're going to do that in the States. Thank you, Mr. Kamigachi. I'll see you next time. Okay. Anyone can be given the surprise role of leading the cheer at any time. You like feeling publicly humiliated? Well, here you go. While the goal of this cheer being done every morning was to bring employees together, many are absolutely humiliated that they have to do so for a company that treats them so poorly. And one Redditor explains that employees are threatened with coaching or termination for not participating in said cheer. Someone says, forced to do the Walmart cheer. If one person in the group doesn't do it, then we have to start all over again. This is now a requirement for a minimum of 2 meetings in the afternoon. Another person says, I had someone get written up at my old store for refusal to do the cheer when they walked away when we were about to start. Many employees admit that they found themselves becoming angrier, more hateful people after working at Walmart and having to put up with the rude customers and unprofessional staff. Walmart had me dislike most old people. Every position I've worked in, they've always been the worst. Of course, dude, I could have told you that. Hey, old people smell and they suck. Old people just smell like death, which is just the worst part.
Their skin's literally rotting.
Well, yeah, they're like, I got PB. Someone responded to that and said, they don't even ask for help, just yelp like tomato juice in my face, expecting an answer. I'd slap that old bag right in the face. Whoa! Hunter from a different timeline here. I had to come back in because when we got done recording the initial video, so you might see me swap shirts here. You guys remember peopleofwalmart.com and all the amazing photos that came there? It hit me like a freight train after we recorded, so I had to include it in, but peopleofwalmart.com, I'm pretty sure it's still up and active and people still post photos there. And there's also a couple more stories I wanted to add in. One in particular was the Walmart crime ring, because in 2024, it was revealed that a group of 7 people were participating in mass robberies across 10 states. The crime ring, which typically focused on stealing televisions, made off with close to $700,000 of products within a single year from Walmart's. They would enter stores like Walmart and purchase 70 to 80-inch TVs, often valued around $600 or so, and then they would rush them back to a truck waiting outside where they would quickly unwrap, remove the product, and from there, they would put a broken TV inside of the box and return it and get their money back. Pretty solid proof plan.
This is a big scam online. They'll buy something and then return it, but throw rocks.
Yeah, so it has weight to it, yeah. Well, that's weird. The TVs usually don't sound like a bunch of broken glass and rocks. That's odd. They would then use Facebook Marketplace to make profits selling the brand new TVs for like $1 marked up price. So not only are they getting their money back, they're basically getting like 200% worth of profit here. And the worst part is that not only were they making a massive profit from the robbery, but Walmart customers would buy their own TV only to find the broken ones inside from their refurbished section. This became a full-time job for them, and they were working so fast that soon every Walmart in the city had been hit multiple times.
So,
eventually, someone was able to find some of the people involved.
I was just trying to get people's attention and say what's up to them.
Occasionally used for their TV returns.
It wasn't because you were listening to
under arrest for theft, laundering,
Cody or
larceny,
whatever.
and more. The final
I
three
don't
members,
know. I
on
listen
the
to
other hand,
Subcountry.
are
It's not.
known
It's rare though.
Probably still buying TVs at just different places. Probably Best Buys, because people who work at Best Buy are like, I don't care. The ship is already sinking. How is Best Buy still open?
I thought they were going bankrupt.
They have to be. I'm not going to give. We gave Red Lobster their little safety thing. Best Buy.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Thought that was funny.
And one of the biggest
You're like, I'm
stories in the
1%.
world of Walmart crimes, however, is found in Georgia, where a man was falsely imprisoned for kidnapping right outside the subway.
Yeah.
He was like, I was just getting a cold cut combo.
You're in the top 500,000.
An older man named Mahendra Patel was at Walmart to pick up some Tylenol, and he was having trouble finding it. So he asked a woman nearby where he could find it. The woman was 26-year-old Caroline Miller, who had been shopping with her 2 young children. According to Caroline, the question was just a distraction that he used to get close so that he could grab her son away from her. I have a headache. What's that? Apparently, this sparked a tug of war for the child. Caroline successfully pulled her son away from her, and Patel was arrested soon after she called the police.
I don't know.
Caroline told
Stuck
the
in
story
here,
of a brave
playing around
mother
in here.
fighting to protect her child. But security cam footage told a completely different story. Patel noticed that the kid who was on her lap in the scooter was like going to fall off, so he was just trying to help him from falling and not cracking a skull on the ground. He
Yeah, I'm
quickly
just
lunged forward to balance
watching
him and had
YouTube.
no
Well, I was
intentions of
streaming.
pulling him
I've been
away from
streaming
his
still,
mother, and there was no
but
sign of tug of
was
war
playing
coming by Miller.
Marvel Rivals
She
and
greatly
then started
exaggerated
watching
the story.
YouTube
Patel was
stuff.
put
I was
under
trying to
police
fix
custody for
the text-to-speech stuff that I've been setting up. I'm trying to set that up with the stream because it'd be fun to do it, but it's not. It's fucking complicated. I think there's something going on with the WebSocket with OBS, and it itself has to. I don't know. I gotta figure it out later. But now I'm just watching the horrors of Walmart.
days, and they claimed there was still more to investigate before letting him go, which is so funny. Where it's like you saw, yeah. So pretty much had to like
That's pretty much what he's talking about.
Like we leg wrestled for 45 minutes. It's like, no, you're in a cart, and he just tried to help your son from falling and hurting himself. I like how they're just like, we better keep him around for a while.
What's crazy is in the footage, there's an eyewitness who notices. And
Oh no.
He doesn't give a shit. It's Walmart.
They interviewed her.
They don't give a shit. It's Walmart.
She said she just uses the scooter because the kids like it.
That's nice. I'm sure the person crawling around the store with their like incapacitated legs, I'm sure really likes that. I'd imagine if a guy saw like a man actually pulling a child off of like a rascal, they're probably like, I just saw a child get strangled with a garden hose here last week. This is nothing new to me. This is all completely normal. The fact that she rapidly began taking interviews and using social media to share her thoughts seemed suspicious. Probably a person who's like, yeah, I'm a total fucking hero, right guys? Trying to get that social media cred. And then
That's
lastly,
social media
Hunter
cred.
From another time period with in a dirty shirt.
You know, there's one guy who went dressed up as a cow and went and stole the milk and sold the milk out in front of him, Walmart, to customers passing by. Well, he didn't even sell them. He was just giving them away for free.
Small of a shirt too.
It's insane.
Raise my arms, you just see.
Huh? Yeah. He went dressed up as a cow. He also skipped away from the police officer dressed as a cow. He was skipping in a giant fucking costume.
A barrel of monkeys is what you said.
Worth it. Worth it.
Hold up, that's what it is. But I did want to talk
It only costed him $95.
Burned alive in a Walmart of.
He just had to pay the restitution of $95, and he was good. Probably spent a few nights in jail.
You gotta include that. You gotta include the teen who was burned alive in an oven. Gerson Moran Cower was a 19-year-old teen working alongside her mother.
The other one was pretty funny. This lady, she just lit a fucking a plant on fire, but she was like kind of autistic and kind of slow. She just felt like she got a tick and wanted to light it on fire, which is pretty bad. Pretty goddamn bad. She ended up spending a lot of time in jail. Well, She could have served a lot of fucking years, but I think it was like, I don't know, like a month or so.
At a Walmart in Canada. I probably butchered the fuck out of that name, so not trying to be disrespectful. I'm sorry. They were both working
Yeah,
in the
no,
bakery, and her mother
it's real bad. But the kid
noticed
is
that her daughter had suddenly stopped responding to her
they're
messages. She tried
slow.
calling, but Power's phone was turned
So.
off. She began to panic, searching for her until she reached the bakery walk-in oven. The mother found her daughter laying on the ground after burning to death inside of the oven.
What?
God damn, dude. I like how we're trying to be sympathetic now. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Heavy stuff. Just joked about a kid getting
The jerky's the
strangled to
best.
death with a garden hose. Yeah, but this is real. The police were confused as to what the reason was, but further investigation showed no foul play was involved. Most likely mean that some unfortunate accident resulted in her being stuck in the oven long before the fatal injury.
So there's actually a huge conspiracy theory that like she was
for this case.
Yeah.
Something happened to her, like someone killed her or incapacitated her and threw her in. Because news investigators showed like how did she get locked in? Like there's a safety bar on the inside, so it's like something must have happened where she either like became unconscious and died in there.
I know that I worked at a bakery, and you do have to get up and you have to like deep clean in the ovens and stuff. But you're right, there's like safety releases inside. Also, too, that would mean that if it was an accident, she would have to have gone in there, and then someone would have had to like accidentally start something without. It's just that is a bit suspicious. Also, just tragic. That would be a horrible way to die. God damn, dude. And you would think that that would be the only fire story, but there's actually the Walmart Halloween disaster. In 2015, a Walmart employee witnessed a 40-year-old man pushing around a shopping cart with a leaking bottle of lighter fluid inside of it. Once again, people are like, I saw the burned woman in the bakery. I've seen the garden hose person. I've seen the rascal fights. This is probably, once again, he's just like, who knows, right? We're in hell. After spraying the costume aisle full of it, he lit the entire place on fire. Everyone had to evacuate, and store employees began rushing to put out the fire. The man responsible was tackled by a security guard and kept there until police arrived. Firefighters arrived and hosed down the fire before things could get too out of hand. There was
Holy
no
damn.
known motive for this wild act, but luckily,
Yeah, I don't want to go
police
shopping
in
at
the
Walmart's
chaos.
anymore.
Anytime I hear somebody who like Halloween stuff, I always think it's like a religious thing, which seems weird nowadays, but I really do think there's like some people who are like, this is the devil's work.
Satanic panic.
Yeah.
It's disgusting what they're having kids wear, and they're just like, I'm taking
I just didn't even want to go to Walmart after they fucking ID'd me when I've seen the guy so many times. And I've been waiting for my ID from the fucking DMV.
I did what I had to. Why'd you do it? I'm not gonna tell. God.
I'm fucking pissed off as fuck.
An enigma, my friends. It seems as if
I was like, dude, have fun putting all this shit back.
deal. If you're gonna shop there, just be alert. You never know when a machete-wielding maniac or a raging fire is gonna catch you by surprise. Thank you so much for watching the video today.
Yeah, that shit's nuts.
President Trump and Mohammed bin Salman signed a deal bringing over $600 billion of investments in the U.S.
And it's crucial for the wider world to note this great transformation has not come from Western interventionists or flying people in beautiful planes giving you lectures on how to live and how to govern your own affairs. No, the gleaming marvels of Riyadh and Abu Dhabi were not created by the so-called nation builders, neocons, or liberal nonprofits like
He just says it.
those who spent trillions
Huh?
and trillions of dollars failing to develop
Yeah.
While Baghdad, so many other cities. Instead, the birth of a
Damn.
modern Middle East has been brought by the people
Yeah,
of the
fuck
region
that.
themselves, the people
Sucks.
that are right here, the people that have lived here all their lives, developing your own sovereign countries, pursuing your own unique visions.
He's just coming out and saying it. Yes.
Starting your own destinies in your own way. It's really incredible what you've done. And
He hates Israel now. They leaked the signal chats. That's the rumor. Yeah. And the thing is that, I mean, again, this goes in line with what I was saying, is that he runs shit like basically a, like a crime syndicate. The moment that any person does anything even slightly to double cross you, they are immediately off the list. they're wearing cement shoes. They're done. We will never trust you again. Fuck you forever. Yeah, they're totally cut off. Exactly. And so, no, and I bet that's probably what happened.
And the so-called nation builders wrecked far more nations than they built, and the interventionists were...
Oh, my God.
In the end, the so-called nation builders wrecked far more nations than they built, and the interventionists were intervening in complex societies that they did not even understand themselves. They told you how to do it, but they had no idea how to do it themselves. Peace, prosperity, and progress ultimately came not from a radical rejection of your heritage, but rather from embracing your national traditions and embracing that same heritage that you love so dearly.
How could he be so base? I don't know. Is it a coincidence that Trump did this after the new Kanye song? Well, I'm not going to say that there's a connection, but I will say that those timelines do line up. This is a plus. That many. Okay? You guys see? That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking money, man. I cannot fucking believe this is real. This is insane. This has exceeded all of my expectations. This is like, you know what this is kind of like? This is like whenever like a really good video, like an Elden Ring level video game comes out, and it's like you thought it was going to be this, but you actually didn't even know how good it was going to be. This is insane.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. What a great place. What a great place,
Wow.
but more importantly, what great people. I want to thank His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, for that incredible introduction. He's an incredible man. Known him a long time now. There's nobody like him. Thank you very much. Appreciate it very much, my friend.
Man.
And it's a tremendous honor to return to this beautiful kingdom.
Is it? Yeah, no, you're right. Is this the first purple tie? I don't think we've seen a purple tie in a long time.
And be welcomed back with
this
such
is
extraordinary
this is a
generosity
big deal.
and warmth. I've never forgotten the exceptional hospitality showed to us by King Solomon, who's just, we talk about a great man. That is a great man.
Yeah.
That is a great man, a great family. Now, that visit took place exactly 8 years ago. The graciousness of the royal family and the Saudi people is really unsurpassed, no matter where you go.
Isn't that the guy that ordered the journalist assassination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, look, that was not great.
Yeah. I never really played it.
Let me also thank the countless
Not good.
ministers, government officials, business leaders, and distinguished
The way it is.
guests for
Nobody's
that warm
perfect.
welcome.
Yeah.
Very warm, and
Yeah.
I know so many of you.
I've heard
like to call
a
out
lot of people
all
are into
the
it.
names,
Time
but
ago.
we have a lot of
But
problems with
Schedule
it for
1,
a
2
long
is pretty
time.
good too,
We
and
don't
a lot
want
of people
that
are into
to
that.
be
I don't know.
upset.
I'm busy with my other
This
games.
historic state visit, we celebrate more than 80 years of close partnership between the United States and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Ever since President Franklin Roosevelt met with King Solomon's father, King Abdul Aziz, aboard the USS Quincy
Yeah.
in 1945,
Wow.
the U.S.-Saudi relationship has been a bedrock of security and prosperity. Today we reaffirm this important bond, and we take the next steps
Yeah.
to make our relationship closer, stronger, and more powerful than ever before. It is more powerful than ever before.
That's cool. Heck yeah.
And by the way, it will remain that way.
Yeah.
We don't go in and out like other people. It will
Yeah.
remain that way.
Yeah, I like to play Marvel. That's all I've been playing. Marvel rival.
Let me guess, this is going to be another instance of Trump announcing that he's never going to leave office.
I've come this afternoon to talk about the bright future of the Middle East, but
Yeah.
first let me begin by sharing the abundance of good news from a place called America. In less than 4 months, our new
Is this this is the victory lap again? Another victory lap? That's great.
administration has achieved more than
Yeah.
most other administrations
That's all I play now.
accomplish in 4 years or even 8 years.
Yeah, I've been
We've
playing
actually done, for
Baldur's
the most
Gate
part,
3.
more. The day I took office, we inherited. Thank you. Thank you. The day
Yeah.
I took office, we inherited a colossal invasion on our southern border, an invasion like you'd never want to see here. Nobody should ever want to see it.
Well, they
But we-
don't see it there. As far as I know, Saudi Arabia doesn't take a whole lot of people. Like, if you're coming into Saudi Arabia illegally, I heard that's not a good thing. You don't want to do that. That's a bad, very bad thing. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, very, very, very not good.
Within weeks, we slashed
Yeah.
illegal border crossings to an all-time low, down 99.999%. That's good, even for this great gentleman standing right in front
Yeah.
of me. That's a good number. We had
Yeah, I know. It's just
hundreds
Baldur's
of
Gate
thousands
and
of people. They came in at the same time last
Marvel.
year.
That's probably
And
pretty much
last
it
month, we
right now.
had, in this massive
I'll
border,
probably get started. I always have like 2 games going at least. That'll be going it. That'll be it too. But I do play variety. I'll be
And we
playing
had
all
no
kinds of
choice
shit
but to
normally.
get a lot of the people that came in, because they were not the best people. They were
Yeah.
in many cases very bad people. We're getting them out. We're getting them out very fast. We're bringing them back to where they came from. We
Yeah.
have no choice.
I heard it's a good
After years
game.
of
I just
military recruiting
I don't know.
shortfalls,
Not my thing yet.
enlistments in the U.S. Armed Forces are now the highest in 30 years because there is such an incredible spirit in the United States of America. We have
I
tremendous
love how
spirit
people
again.
are surprised by that.
Just
like people are surprised. Yes, big surprise that whenever you have the guy leading the military who has a tattoo of the Crusades on his arm, that you're going to have more people that want to join the military. Because guess the kind of people that like joining the military? Yeah. Oh, I wonder.
About a year ago, it was a big story, front page on every paper all over the world, that nobody wanted to enlist in our military, meaning we were way under enlisted. And just last week it came out that we had the strongest enlistment. They say 30 years, but probably it's maybe ever.
Think about that. Higher than 9/11.
Yeah.
And I remember 9/11, like y'all like I was 11, right, when that happened. But like that was like a Helldivers 2 moment. It was crazy how hard people went after 9/11 happened.
They don't go back that far. It's
Yeah.
the best, and that includes police officers, firemen, everything else. Is a great spirit in the United States right now. A brand new poll from Rasmussen just showed that
About
the
him.
number of Americans who believe the nation is on the right
right.
track, they have a right track, wrong track, is now the highest in over 20 years. And it's hasn't been anything like this because for many years it was the wrong track. And I can tell you for the last 4 years it was definitely the wrong track. But it's the highest it's been in many, many years.
Yeah.
We renamed the Gulf of Mexico.
Please, I hope they start clapping after this.
Into the Gulf of America. That was very popular, other than perhaps with Mexico. And most importantly for the people in this room, the days of economic misery under the last administration are rapidly giving way to the greatest economy in the history of the world. We are rocking. The
Wow.
United States is the hottest country, with the exception of your country, I have to say, right? I'm not going to take that on. No, Mohammed, I'm not going to take that on. Wouldn't that be a terrible thing if I made that full statement? But I will not do it. You're hotter. At least as long as I'm up here, you're hotter. But groceries, gasoline, energy, and all other prices are down with no
Yeah.
inflation. We have no inflation in a few short weeks.
I mean, you can laugh about this, but Trump said that he wanted them to raise the investment up to $1 trillion because Mohammed was just a really nice guy. I think it worked. Yeah.
We've
They
created
did, yeah.
464,000 brand new jobs. Think of that. It's almost 500,000 jobs created just in a matter of
The chopper is a lost punch for old school bare knuckle boxing, invented by Jack Slack in the mid-18th century. Slack famously beat Jack Broughton with it in 1750 to win the Champion of England title.
I love this technique. But first, a couple of understand things. That was my attempt at a joke. I did not like it after saying it, but I'm leaving it in for your amusement. Anyways, a couple of things to understand. Number one, using it in its original format is slow and predictable, so we will be using an augmented version, which will appear to most as more like a back fist. But I assure you, it is coming down at an angle. And number two, it must be used in combination with other strikes, but not start the combo. That is a pretty damn crucial detail, actually. First and probably easiest way to incorporate this into your fighting ability is to start by throwing a jab at your opponent. And if you nail them directly, you should then shuffle in a second time and whip this arm around to hit them once again. Or option two, the one people don't really expect that much. If we're both in a fighting stance, chances are I will be able to aim and hit them right in their forearm. And as soon as I blast their arm away from their body, they will be perfectly open for that second strike. But again, as long as you remember the two core principles, this will work just fine. Do not use this strike on its own, and don't use it to start your combos.
The chopper is a lost punch for old school bare knuckle boxing, invented by Jack Slack in the mid-18th century.
I'm sure it
to
was.
the United States for trade and everything else. But they have to do it, so we'll see what happens. But we had a very, very good meeting with both of those countries. We are cutting
Wait, Jensen's
10
doing
old
videos
regulations
here?
for every new
Is that true?
regulation. We're getting rid of all of the red tape.
Wait, is he?
That is
Yes?
So many, frankly, countries, as they get older, they develop a lot of red tape, and we're getting rid of it. We're getting rid of it at record levels. And I'm pleased to report that the United States Congress is on the verge of passing the largest tax cut and regulation cut in American history. We think we're in good shape to get that. And if we get that, that will be like a rocket ship for our country. In the first quarter of
That'd
the
be good.
year, the investment in America was up an astounding 22%. More than $10 trillion of new investments have been announced or are coming just since the election on November 5th. So think of that. In a very short period of time, we have over $10 trillion, and it could be much higher than that. Not everybody comes to the White House to have a news conference that they're going to be opening up in America, but they're all coming in at numbers that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
If you take a look at other presidencies, they wouldn't do $1 trillion sometime in years. We did this in essentially 2 months because you have to say we got into office and they gave me about a month to clean up and fix up the Oval Office. And after that, we started working. And the money is pouring in, the jobs are pouring in, the companies are pouring into our country like we've never seen before. There's never been anything like it. And we let other people tariff us into losing a lot of money and a lot of jobs.
Oh,
and
here
now
we
we're
go.
Tariffing them, and it's at a level that nobody's seen. It's a level that is making us a very much different country and a very different Republican
You think
Party.
Sleepy Joe could yap this long if he was up there? Well, he'd probably be. Well, I mean, he wouldn't be there. That's
We
the
won
thing. Yeah, I don't know.
A tremendous victory in November.
anyway.
We won all 7 swing states, the popular vote by millions and millions of votes. The Electoral College we won by 312 to 226. Remember they said, well, we could get to 270. No, we got to 312. That's a big difference. And very importantly, we won counties throughout the United States.
How many electoral votes do you guys think he's going to get in 2028?
2,660 to 451. That's why
All
when
of
you
them?
look at a map, they're all red.
He's gonna get the
It's
clean
all-
sweep?
The whole country is red. Red stands for Republican.
You gonna go Reagan on
From
him?
the moment
Is that it?
on, and from the moment we started, we've seen wealth that just poured and is pouring back into America. Apple is investing $500 billion. NVIDIA is investing.
Oh,
and I
that's
see my
why-
friend
that's
is
why
here.
he's there.
Jensen, that's very good, wherever you may be. Thank you very much, because he's putting in $500 billion. TSMC is investing.
Is that the Taiwan? I think it is.
Where is Jensen, by the way? Where is he? He's standing here. Where is he? I just saw that. Thank you very much, Jensen. I mean, Tim Cook isn't here, but you are. What a job you've done. He said he's got
There
90.
he is, right there. I heard that, and I don't know if I think this is kind of known, but I heard from somebody that would know these things, is that one of the reasons why Trump put the brakes on some of the computer tariffs is that this guy had a dinner with him, and right after that dinner, that's whenever all of these, things were announced and all of this happened. Yeah, it happened.
89% of the
Yep.
chip market. I don't know. That's a big. That's
It's
not
true.
easy to
Yeah.
beat. But what a job you've done. Thank
Jensen's
you.
going to get access to Saudi Arabia.
Country. You know
Trump
that.
gave him permission because
Thank
of that.
you for the investment. TSMC
Well,
is
there it is.
investing $200 billion, and with this trip, we're adding over $1 trillion more in terms of investment into our country and buying our products.
God
And,
damn.
Nobody makes military equipment like us. We have the best military equipment, the best missiles, the best rockets, the best everything. Best submarines, by the way. Most lethal weapon in the world. In addition to purchases of $142
Wow.
billion of American-made military equipment by our great Saudi
Submarines?
partners, the largest ever.
Okay,
This week
by the
there
way.
are multi-billion-dollar commercial deals with
Yeah.
Amazon, Oracle, AMD. They're all here.
Oh.
Uber, Qualcomm, Johnson & Johnson, and many, many more.
Aren't they the ones that made the ghetto COVID vaccine?
So I want to congratulate everybody. So many great business executives, many of you, most of you I know.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they're coming in, about a month ago. They weren't that happy when they saw me. And now they're saying, sir, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much. It's amazing what a rising market will do. Oh, it's going to get a lot higher. In fact, I told people 5 weeks ago, this is a great time to buy. I got
Let's
criticized.
see if it's any higher. All right.
For that. Now they don't criticize
right.
me anymore. People should have listened. But it's going to go a lot higher. You see, we've never had anything like this happen. It's an explosion of investment and jobs, and great companies are coming in. Never seen anything like it. There's no better place to make a
Nvidia's
future.
up by 6%. I bet.
Make a fortune. Do anything, frankly, than what we have in the United States of America under a certain president, Donald J. Trump. I have the right attitude. I have the same attitude that the people in the front row, second row, third row have. As you get back, perhaps they start to wane a little bit in terms of their view. But they understand, and we're doing what a lot of smart people would do. And we're not necessarily being politically correct. You saw what we did yesterday with health care.
Oh, here we go.
Cut our health care by 50 to 90%. You're going to see drugs and pharmaceuticals come down at numbers that nobody has ever seen. And drugs, pharmaceuticals, we think will be dropping.
Make Saudi
And-
Arabia great again. You know what's ironic about that is I think this is actually going to do that. I do think so. I mean, like with like them shifting to entertainment and like Trump opening up more trade avenues, I actually think it's going to be huge for them.
And it'll be a redistribution of costs with other nations, which really
It'll
took
be good for
advantage
us,
of a
too.
very nice group of people that ran our country.
It's very good
But
for
not
the world.
only is
I
this a
think so
time
too. I'm
of
very positive
incredible
about this.
excitement in the United States, it's also an exhilarating period right here in the Arabian Peninsula. Beautiful place, by the way. Beautiful place. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly 8 years ago this month, I stood in this very room and looked forward to a future in which the nations
Will you go to the Gamer City in Saudi Arabia? Yes.
this region
Yes.
would drive the
Absolutely.
forces of terrorism and extremism, drive them right out of existence, and take your place among the proudest, most prosperous, most successful nations anywhere in the world as leaders of a modern and rising Middle East. So exciting. So exciting. Mohammed, do you sleep at night? How do you sleep? Huh? Just think it.
Oh, God.
What a job. He tosses and turns like some of us. Tosses and turns all night. How do
Oh,
I make
man.
it even better all night? It's the ones that don't toss and turn. They're the ones that will never take you to the promised land, won't they? But you have done some job. True.
Like, you know, what's going on? I don't know.
Critics doubted that it was possible what you've done, but over the past 8 years, Saudi Arabia has proved the critics totally wrong. The transformation that has occurred, even by these incredible business leaders. I mean, you had the biggest leaders in
Do you
business.
remember those reductive virtue signaling losers a few years ago that were crying about content creators going to Saudi Arabia to go to compete in tournaments? Do you remember how pathetic and annoying that was? Just keep in mind who was on the right side of history. As always, it was me.
Excellent! Anywhere in the world standing right before us. But the transformation that has occurred under the leadership of King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed has been truly extraordinary. Such a thing
Some
as
say
I
they're
don't
still
think
crying.
happened
Yeah.
before. I've never seen anything at that scale happen before. And I guess, you know,
But there's more people laughing.
I don't think too many people have seen that happen before. Majestic skyscrapers and the towers that I see, the difference between now and 8 years ago. And 8 years ago was very impressive with the towers that I see rising. Some of the exhibits that were shown by Mohammed, if what I've seen there is just an amazing, it's an amazing process, amazing genius of so many people, architecture, but I have a feeling I know where many of the leaders in
Do you
business, you know, but I don't think too many people have seen that happen before. Majestic skyscrapers, the towers that I see, the difference between now and 8 years ago. And 8 years ago was very impressive, but the towers
they're
that
poking.
I see rising, some of the exhibits that I was shown by Mohammed, if what I've seen there is just an amazing, it's amazing
don't you go
process,
outside?
amazing
Go ahead.
genius of so many people, architecture, but I have a feeling I know where many of those ideas
you
came
can
from.
go.
Happens to be sitting right in this room right before me, but the towers and all of the different, I've seen a lot of version of the tower that I haven't seen in one film or another. The one just past 4 exhibits, I have never seen anything like any of them. So it's going to be very exciting.
Wow.
And they sit among the ancient wonders of a low exciting city. It's really amazing. Not just a seat of government, but a major business, cultural, and high-tech capital of the entire world. The World Cup is here. Johnny, just stand up, Johnny. Johnny, thank you, Johnny.
Oh, man. They're having the World Cup in Saudi Arabia? Is that true?
Great job, Johnny, great job. But the World Cup and the World Expo will soon be coming here, just like the World Cup is coming to the United States.
2030?
It's going to be really exciting next year. The engines of Formula One racing now roar through the streets of Jeddah in a historic milestone. Other industries recently surpassed oil. Think of it, all of your other industries now have surpassed oil. I don't know if a lot of people will understand what that means. It's so big to make up a majority of the Saudi economy for the very first time ever. So think of that. Other industries.
You know, it's kind of surprising. There's only like a few people there with their phones recording this shit. You know, because usually in the U.S., whenever it shows the crowd, there's always a bunch of people recording. Yeah.
Now, bigger even than oil, which is always going to be a big monster. It's a big one.
Jesus.
But that's a great tribute to you and economic development properly used. In other cities throughout the peninsula, places like Dubai and Abu Dhabi, Doha, Muscat,
Just
the
getting filmed anyway?
transformations
Yeah,
have been
imagine that.
unbelievably remarkable. Before our eyes, a new generation of leaders is transcending the ancient conflicts of tired divisions of the past and forging a future where the Middle East is defined by commerce, not chaos, where it exports technology, not terrorism, and where people of different nations, religions, and creeds are building cities together, not bombing each other out of existence. We don't want that.
Wow. God damn.
And it's crucial for the wider world to note this great transformation has not come from Western intervention.
Here it comes. All right. Yep. Here it is, boys. We'll turn it up.
Or flying people in beautiful planes, giving you lectures on how to live and how to govern your own affairs. No, the gleaming marvels of Riyadh and Abu Dhabi were not created by the so-called nation builders, neocons, or liberal nonprofits like those who spend trillions and trillions of dollars failing.
You love to hear it.
To develop.
Yep.
Kabul, Baghdad, so many other cities. Instead, the birth of a modern Middle East has been brought by the people of the region themselves, the people that are right here, the people that have lived here all their lives, developing your own sovereign countries, pursuing your own unique visions and charting your own destinies in your own way. It's really incredible what you've done. In the end, the so-called nation builders wrecked far more nations than they built, and
I have been waiting for like 15 years for somebody to say this. What an admission? Yes. Holy fuck. How many of you guys feel the exact same?
interventionists were intervening in complex societies that they did not even understand themselves. They told you how to do it, but they had no idea how to do it themselves.
Yeah, they're going to go to the other side of the world and say, this is how you have to live. Wow, I wonder why that didn't work out. Oh, that created a lot of people that didn't like you? Really? Huh? What a mystery. I guess that's because they're all terrorists. Oh, of course. That must be the reason. Sure. And they hate us. Uh-huh.
Peace, prosperity, and progress ultimately came not from a radical rejection of your heritage, but rather from embracing your national traditions and embracing that same heritage that you love so
That's
dearly.
crazy to say. Damn.
And it's something only you could do. You achieved a modern miracle, the Arabian way. That's a good way.
W speech, yeah, like this is a big one.
Today, the Gulf nations have shown this entire region a path towards safe and orderly societies with improving quality of life, flourishing economic growth, expanding personal freedoms, and increasing responsibilities on the world stage. After so many decades of conflict, finally it is within our grasp to reach the future that generations before us could only dream about, a land of peace, safety, harmony, opportunity, innovation, and achievement right here in the Middle East. So beautiful. It's such a beautiful thing that's happening.
Wow.
I guess, you know, the people that are here can't even really appreciate it because you see it happening, and it's when you come to a place that you haven't seen in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years that it's even more incredible. When I left office just over 4 years ago, that future seemed almost impossible, what you've done. Together we had obliterated the killers of ISIS. We wiped them out, terminated its founder and leader, al-Baghdadi. We had
Another legendary speech. That one, do you remember that at 2 in the morning? Bro, 2 in the fucking morning, this guy is out there talking shit, posting kill cams. Yeah, died like a dog.
Heal the divide in the Gulf.
I don't get enough credit, you know? I'm writing a book.
Operation Council, it's a very big deal, and united the nations of the region to stand against the enemies of all civilization. We'd imposed unprecedented sanctions on Iran and starved the regime of resources to fund terror. They were unable to fund anything because they had no money left. They had no money. But the new administration came in and let them have a lot of money, and you saw what happened. It was not money well spent. And with the historic Abraham Accords that we're so proud of, all the momentum was aimed at peace, and it aimed very successfully. It's been an amazing thing, the Abraham Accords, and it's my fervent hope, wish, and even my dream that Saudi Arabia, a place I have such respect for, especially over the last fairly short period of time, what you've been able to do, but we'll soon
so
be joining
transparent, I
the
love it.
Abraham
Yeah.
Accords. I
It's
think
great.
it'll be a tremendous tribute to your country, and it will be something that's really going to be very important for the future of the Middle East. I took a risk in doing them, and they've been an absolute bonanza for the countries that have joined.
Bonanza.
The Biden administration did nothing for 4 years. We would have had it filled out. But it will be a special day in the Middle East with the whole world watching when Saudi Arabia joins us. And you'll be greatly honoring me, and you'll be greatly honoring all of those people that have fought so hard for the Middle East. And I really think it's going to be something special. But you'll do it in your own time, and that's what I want, and that's what you want, and that's the way it's going to be. When I left office,
I don't think that Trump being able to potentially bring peace to the Middle East was on the bingo. Like, people didn't even have this one in the corners. Yeah, like this
still
shit was
standing
not.
between
Yeah,
this
this was
region
not in
and
the
its
corners.
unbelievable potential was a small group of rogue actors and violent thugs seeking constantly to drag the Middle East backward and into havoc, mayhem, and indeed into war. Unfortunately, instead of confronting these destructive forces, the last U.S. administration chose to enrich them and empower them and give them billions and billions of dollars. The Biden administration, the worst administration in the history of our country, by the way, spurned our most trusted and long-standing Gulf partners, and I can say partners worldwide, one of our great partners, no matter who we look to, and we have great partners in the world.
Yeah.
But we have none stronger and nobody like the gentleman that's right before me. He's your greatest representative, greatest representative.
There he is.
And if I didn't like him, I'd get out of here so fast. You know that, don't you? He knows me well. I do.
My favorite thing about MBS is that when somebody interviewed him and asked him about, what do you think about the accusations of sports washing? He said, if sports washing makes our GDP go up by 5%, we're going to keep sports washing. And I was like, okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, true. Like, duh.
Come a lot.
Yeah.
I like him too much.
I remember
That's
that
why
one?
we
Yeah, it
give
was a
so
good one.
much. You know, too much. I like you too much.
When you put it like that,
Great
yeah,
guy.
exactly.
They lifted sanctions on Iran in exchange for getting nothing, and sent the regime tens of billions of dollars.
It's weird that he throws shade in speeches to world leaders. It makes sense when he's in the U.S., but this setting is just weird. No, I think this is. I guarantee you that. I bet a lot of the guys there love this shit. I bet they absolutely fucking love it.
To fund terror and death all over the world, and they laughed at him. They laughed at our leader, and they're still laughing at our leader. They thought him a fool, and they made nothing but trouble ever since, including the funding of October 7th, one of the worst days ever in the history of the Middle East. Horrible day. Biden removed the Houthis from the list of foreign terrorist organizations, even while missiles and drones were being launched right here at your beautiful city of Riyadh, and launched at ships if they happened to be sailing in the wrong
So the Houthis were attacking Saudi Arabia too? Wait, is this true? Yes? These guys are trying to blow up the video game city? What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you
the Biden
kidding me?
administration's extreme weakness and gross incompetence derailed progress toward peace, destabilized the region, and put at risk everything we had worked so hard to build together. And when you think of the great achievements that you've made, to do it in light of a pretty hostile administration, an administration that was not a believer, it makes your achievements even greater. Makes them even greater, you know that. But in a few short months since taking office, we have achieved the swift return of American strength at home and abroad, now working with the vast majority of people in this region who seek stability and calm. Our task is to unify against the few agents of chaos and terror that are left and that are holding hostage the dreams.
Isn't it crazy that, like, whenever we were talking about going to the Middle East, we were like, this would be a really cool idea. And then all of this shit has happened since then. That is insane, right? Bro, like, this is some fucking, like plot device shit. I love it more. Yeah, this is insane.
Millions and millions of great people. The biggest and most destructive of these forces is the regime in Iran.
Do you think that blowfish are terrorists too? What religion are they?
Which has caused unthinkable suffering in Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Iraq.
Wait,
Yemen,
hold on,
and beyond.
wait, what?
Of these forces is the regime in Iran, which has caused unthinkable suffering in Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Iraq, Yemen, and beyond.